Hello, hello. I hope my mic is working, and I hope everyone is having a great day. Today we are here to talk about the Premier League team of the season so far. Um, maybe the light's a little harsh. That's why my face is being see-through. I guess. Let me just downgrade that. Yeah, there you go. Nice see-through. Don't forget at all. A little bit on the badge. There you go. But anyway, yes, mic is working. Great stuff. Thank you. Premier League team of the season. I'm quite excited to do this one so far, I'd like to add. But I've probably got a hot take here or there. Maybe, I'm not going to say for certain, but probably there is a hot take here or there. But I'm excited to talk about it all. And I'm excited to talk about it with you lot because I want to know what your opinion is because of my good friend MCFR TV, who is in the chat here. He's given me the link to what he builds, his predicted 11s on, and that suits me better as well. So I've stolen that from him. So thank you a lot, MCFR TV. But I'm excited to talk about it all. Here it is. By the way, let's go with that. Thinking 4-3-3. I know I haven't got that on here. Thinking 4-3-3 like that. A minute, your thoughts are. Can I not move these anywhere? No. Okay, it's not a biggie. Let me know if you got any complaints there. What's amateur? Oh, okay. Let me know if you got any complaints about that. Do you guys want that or not? But 4-3-3, we'll go with that for now. Just having a look at all this. Oh, okay. This would actually be decent for player ratings and all that. Interesting. Okay, I might note that. But yeah, like I said, we're here, of course, to talk about the team of the season so far. Premier League's just over halfway gone. By the way, before we do get into it, have I ever remembered it being as cold as it is today? It is freezing today. So, why is it? Yeah, that's all I like. No, it is actually freezing today. I've been outside and went out with my dad to shops, and oh my lord, we were freezing. It was a mistake wearing a jacket like this instead of like my nice coat. That probably would have helped. The starting music reminds me of my cruise, though. I played it when I used to go live from a location each day before I found your channel. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about this. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll start with the goalkeeper. It's an interesting one. There's a couple of names that come to mind. If I go to Premier League stats, I know stats aren't everything. Do you know what's annoying? It doesn't tell you who's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League. But also, before I properly crack into it, I'm working on a video, not live stream, a video, by the way, that will be pre-recorded and uploaded. The first one since September. Vicario says MCFR. He is on the list. I'm working on a video for the first time since September. It's a pretty big video, so hope it should be released within this week. The thing is that's going to pull it back, though, is the fact that there are 20 different graphics being made for it. 20 completely, well, not completely different, 20 different graphics. Okay, that might give you an idea of where it's going, if you think about it hard, but I will not, I won't tell you what it is. I'll try to leave it a surprise, but transfer vid maybe, but 20 separate different graphics are in this, so that should be a relatively big hint towards what it could be. But without further ado, let's just crack on with this. So if I search up team with most clean sheets in EPL 23-24. Oh, it's giving me players as opposed to actual teams. But the direction I'm going in, mid-season predictions, 20 teams in the Prem. Ooh, is he onto something? But my personal pick for this is Vicario. Every time I've watched him, he's been solid. Just seems to have been going really good with Spurs at the moment. No chance of Hugo Lloris getting properly back into it. He's just having a fine time at Spurs. Shame, because Hugo Lloris sucked, and now Spurs have actually got a solid goalkeeper. I'm not just going with him. I don't think he's the best keeper in the league, by the way. He's definitely the most surprising at the moment because he has been just great. And you've got to remember, a Spurs team that was conceding a lot of chances not too long ago and everything. So fair play to him. He's adopted the league really well. And maybe this is just the way upwards. Now then, right back. Let me know your thoughts. We'll surely keep a clean sheet against us, of course. Mate, they could have no keeper in that, and they would. Right back. Okay, I know who my right back is for team of the season so far. I will let responses come through. At the moment, it just seems to be MCFR's responses that will be coming through. But, yeah, better than no one. You know what? I will type him in. Don't know. I don't think that this is controversial. I do think it's Trent. I think Trent has actually been a lot more solid this season. Not necessarily defensively, okay? He got rinsed by Jeremy Doku, right? But I think on the basis of the whole season, he's been really good, popping up with big goals for Liverpool. I'll find out his season stats. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 2 goals, 3 assists. He got a big goal against us, I remember. He had a goal against Fulham, if I remember correctly. Although I think it got turned into an own goal. I can't quite remember Look, defensively, he's always going to be troublesome. He will always cause you a bit of worry defensively, but you could argue makes up of it for his attack because last season, the differences of last season he was shocking going both ways. At the back end of the season, he picked it up. But this season, he's been really good offensively and he's been better defensively, I'd say. That is my personal thoughts. Welcome, Frost Fury, to the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Now then, we're going to go on to our centre back pairing. First player I'm going to put in there is Saliba. I think he's just been so solid. I remember him playing against us, and he was easily one of the best defenders on the pitch. Played a really good game, and I think that it was just much better from him. All that MCFR and all that Connect. Hello, welcome to the chat. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, William Saliba, I think he's been really solid for Arsenal. I think most people think he's just a really solid player. I do think that he's just a great season too. Just like last season, he was in the team of the season for last season, and I think he is only going to improve. Great player, and yeah, he just makes Arsenal better. You saw what happened to Arsenal last season when he got injured. Goals just started to fly in. I know that was also partly because of Ramsdale errors, but without him, I'm sure that was a big knock for the team, and Rob Holding is a huge step down. Now then, the centre-back that goes with him. You could put Van Dijk. I still don't think Van Dijk is quite playing up to top standards. Not to say he's having a bad season. He's having a much better season than we saw last season. Look, I don't think Ruben Diaz deserves to be in there. Maybe you can convince me otherwise. He's had a solid. He is solid, but you know we all know the blip he went through. You know what? I'm trying to not be biased, but can we have thoughts? Can we have thoughts on Nathan Ake? Or do you move him over here? Also, I can move these around. Great. Thoughts on Nathan Ake? He can play left centre-back, and he has played left centre-back. I think about the game where he locked down Salah. I don't really think he's had a bad game since. I know we could have done better on the Kulusevski goal. But Nathan Ake, thoughts on that? I'll search up stats this season. Has he played enough football to do it? Because again, he's been put on the bench a lot this season. So he's had 15 games, which means what? Missed 4 games. He's come up with 2 goals for the Blues and 1 assist. I don't know whether I'll stick with this. Let me know. Yeah, he's missed 4 games. What are we saying? I have to go unexpectedly, but I'll still have your stream on. Great stuff. Geordie, ahoy the lads. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. No worries, MCFR. Thank you for tuning in so far. And I guess thank you for continuing to tune in. So thank you a lot. If I have a look at Ake's defending stats, 7 interceptions, 8 tackles, 29 clearances, 13 headed clearances, 26 aerial battles, 1. No own goals, no errors leading to goals, no penalties conceded. Team play, he's got an assist, 845 passes, 93% accuracy. Passes forward, 276. Passes backwards, 52. Touches, 997. Through balls, 1. Crosses, 3. And he's only been dispossessed once. So not too bad overall. Stats on Nathan Ake. You could argue that he's not played quite enough football, which is completely fair, to be honest. I don't blame you for thinking about that. I'll look at Van Dijk's stats now. Van Dijk, he's had 18 games, so 3 more games than Nathan Ake. He's had an extra assist. Have a look here. Oh, he's had a lot. He's had a lot more stats than Nathan Ake, I'm not even going to lie. You know what, nah. I can't justify putting Nathan Ake in this team if Virgil van Dijk not getting into the team. Van Dijk. So, yeah, we will go over that so far. Let me know if you got any complaints, guys. I can always edit this. Like, if you don't like Saliba being there, give me a shout. I will change it within a heartbeat. Left back. It's difficult. I'm not really sure on this one. I know Udogie's having a really good season at Spurs. Let me see. Let me check out. Oh man, my app's just frozen. It's a tough one. This one. It isn't the best one to do. Let me find out stats. Udogie. Because it can't be a Liverpool player because both of them have gotten injured, haven't they? Let me have a look at all the Premier League left backs just to jog my memory a bit. Estupinian also did great before injury. I'll find out how many games he's played now. See, I know he's only got 8. He's only played 8 games. I'm not going to put him in. He's not even played half of Brighton's game this season. To be fair, he's done pretty good in those games. 2 goals, 3 assists. That's pretty nice. And no doubt that he'll go on and continue to have a great season for Brighton. But having only played 8 of their 20 games, I don't know if I can justify it. Ooh. You know what? I think I will put Udogie in there. What about Digne? Digne, he's a player I quite like. Digne. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts in the chat because I will look at those. I mainly like to look at defending in terms of this. Of course, your attacking stats do help right there. There we go. So, Udogie's had an extra goal contribution, 1 less game. Digne's had more clean sheets. They've had an equal amount of yellow cards. Udogie has faced a red card. Any updates? Change it to 3 defenders formation. Guess it would be nice. Yeah, 4-3-3. We can do that, but we might have to. So, where is it? We can do 3-4-3. This is what you're talking about, but we would have to move Trent over. We'd either have to take Trent out of the team, or we would have to put him here on the right mid. Could do that. Almost 300 subs. Yep, we're almost there, guys. I said it as an end of the season thing. I probably went a bit low, but I didn't want to put anything too unrealistic. So, I went for something pretty realistic, I guess. Thank you all for that support. We have put a new short out yesterday. I'm putting a new video up soon as well, so that'll probably come in the next few days. But thank you all for the support recently. Absolutely crazy. Just looking at the defensive stats for these 2, Digne and Udogie. It's close. Ooh, you know, I'm gonna revert to a 4-3-3 and do this. I've made my mind on left back. Ruben Diaz in defence. He's done good in a good portion of his games, but he had a bad blip of a good couple games, so that kind of drops him down a bit. But I am gonna put Digne in there at left back. If you guys got anyone else you want me to look at, honestly, it's fine because this is your team just as much as it is mine. But that is my back four personally, and I guess back five if you count Vicario. Smash the services for us here. Yes, thank you. Now then, we look at our midfield three. Very difficult area. Starting here, it would be so easy just to put Rodri in. But you've also got Declan Rice. Declan Rice has had an absolutely brilliant season with Arsenal so far. Do I think he's worth 100 million, which is what they paid? No. Do I still think he is a great player? Yes, I think he's worth 80. I think that's what they should have got him for anyway. You see, Declan's played 4 more games. Rodri has got more contributions. Declan's got an extra clean sheet. He's got fewer yellow cards. Have a look at defensive stats. Defending. Rodri's conceded less goals. Declan's had more interceptions, more tackles won, more blocks. Rodri has had a last man tackle. Declan's had more clearances, more headers, more headed clearances. Rodri's won more aerial battles. Declan has done it all in a few more games. But I don't think you can knock him for that. No, Declan Rice has only a little bit of good overall performance. It's a difficult one. It really is. Ooh. I'm very on edge right now. I could do something like this. We could do double pivot. So some reason it won't let me move them when they're like that. Could do double pivot, so that's essentially this. And we'll move let's just put Bernardo Silva so we can get it moved. Bernardo. There you go. Put Bernardo Silva. Put it there. Does that work? What are we thinking? Could do that. It's tough. Because I do think Declan's had a pretty good season. I won't lie. Just going to try and get them a bit more even. It's a difficult one. It really, really is. Yeah, change it to a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. 4-2-3-1. There you go. Oh, why has it done that? Come on. Declan Rice. Yeah, that works. That works. There you go. This is much nicer. It's still, yeah. Okay, that works. That works big time. Well then, we're on to our midfielders. Just trying to have a look here. You know what? We'll leave here for a minute. We're going to go on to right wing. For me, it's got to be Salah. You know, people that maybe say Saka. Saka's had 8 goals less than Salah and 2 assists less. I do think Salah. I thought Salah was better than Saka last season. That was my hot take last season. I thought Saka was incredible, but I just thought that I thought when you look at their stats on transfer market and their overall seasons, I actually thought Salah was superior. Yeah, Salah's had more than almost double contributions than Saka has had in one more game. Yeah, it's got to be Salah, hasn't it? I don't really need to argue it either. So, yeah, we'll go Salah. Well, Jordy, you seem to be in agreement with that. Quite a quiet chat today, but no problemo. Left wing, Mitoma, Gordon / Palmer. Oof. It is tough. If I have a look at Palmer now. Palmer. 8 goals, 4 assists for Chelsea. Pretty nice. And if I go... let's have a look at Mitoma. So that's 12 GNA. I'm trying not to base it just off that. Because I do acknowledge that Palmer has had... I'm not criticising this. Palmer has had penalty goals. Mitoma hasn't had any penalty goals. Mitoma... Back again, my notifications didn't go off. You see, Palmer's had a whole 5 more goals than Mitoma, and has had the same amount of assists. But Palmer has had penalties. You can't criticise people for scoring their penalties because, Hello, Saitampo. Welcome to the chat. Well into our predicted 11, so thank you for tuning in. But you can't criticise Palmer for scoring penalties, but you can acknowledge that scoring penalties, it isn't easy, but it is easier than scoring a free kick per se. That for example. So I'm not criticising Palmer. What? Not one bit. Oh, forgot about Son. Oh my lord, we're mugs. Yeah, it is Son. Son is It should be Son. Let me have a look at it. I searched up Son on the Premier League app, and he's not the first player to come up. He's at the very bottom. 12 goals, 5 assists. Yeah, he blows Mitoma and our Cole Palmer out of the window. Yeah, it's got to be Son. Completely forgot about him as well. Son, yeah, it's got to be Son, hasn't it? I'm pretty happy with that so far. Pretty happy. In FC Mobile, we are getting a 95 overall. Ooh. Now then, striker. Now then, you could just go and give it to Erling Haaland. Could go, give it to Erling Haaland. Best striker in the league, I don't doubt that. But, do you want to hear a shout? Do you want to hear a shout? Extremely hot take. Dominic Solanke. Has he scored 2 less goals than Erling Haaland? Yes. But he has scored a lot of goals. I'm only throwing it out there. I'm not comparing them. But if I pull up Solanke and Haaland, bear in mind the side that Solanke plays in and the side that Erling Haaland plays in. Here are their stats: 19 appearances for Solanke, 15 for Haaland, 13 GNA for Solanke, 18 GNA for Haaland. So there, right there, it does lean within Solanke's, Erling Haaland's favour. Less games, more goals. But, even if we don't put him in this team, take your hat off to him because he's had a great season. If we go to shot conversion, 70 shots for Solanke, 58 shots for Haaland, 31 shots on target for Haaland, and only 18 off target. 25 shots for Solanke, 28 off target. Higher shooting accuracy for Haaland and a higher shooting success. Oh yeah, Watkins. That's probably someone we can have a proper argument with. Watkins, 9 goals, 8 assists. So it's a good chunk less. It's difficult to choose striker. Tell me about it. So he's had a good chunk less in terms of goals than the others, but 8 assists is still great. That brings him at 17 goal contributions, which is still one less than Erling Haaland in 5 more games. But shot conversion, similar stats here. 23 shots on, 55 shots for Watkins and 31 for Haaland. No, and 58 for Haaland, so only a 3-shot difference there. 23 shots on target for Solanke, 18 shots, and 31 on target for Haaland, 19 off target for Watkins. Sorry, not Solanke, I said Solanke. 19 shots off target for Watkins, 18 shots off target for Haaland. So very close in terms of the stats. I think when you look at Solanke, you look at overall play as well. Because if we are looking at like a team that works together, I think you got like a real solid team here. You've got this guy. He is a goal-hungry fella, Mohamed Salah, don't you? Mohamed Salah, he is a goal-hungry guy, which isn't bad. Marcus Rashford's goal-hungry, and he had a great season last season. That's not to say he's playing good this season, he's playing shocking. But you know what I'm saying. Goal-hungry players aren't bad. But I think you have to acknowledge that it's good to have a balance. Son does bring a bit of that balance. If we search up Heung-min Son real quick. Son. Why doesn't it just appear when I search up Son? There you go. 17 goal contributions from Son, and 5 of those being assists. So Son definitely likes to provide. He had a great partnership with Kane. Who was on the middle? KDB. KDB can't be because he's played a game and it wasn't even in full. So we can't put KDB as much as he would be in there if he was fit, I've no doubt. But he can't be just because he's not been there to do it. But even after looking at these stats, I'm not quite convinced. Erling Haaland's had a great season with 18 GNA in 15 games. He's having a great season, and I think it'll keep going that way. But that's not to knock Solanke, Watkins, and all the other candidates we probably could have listed down. Just not to knock any of them. They are all still great players and they've had great seasons. Maddison, interesting. Maddison is a shout, but do you know what the problem is with Maddison? Although he's played great for the games he has played, he's played 11 games. I know I'm justifying 15 games played for Haaland, but I'm not going to justify almost half the games missed. I just can't quite allow that, I guess. We go to Tottenham's games played. Yeah, 20 games played. Madison's missed 9 of them. So it's tough. It's a tough one. I'm really stuck on the middle area. It's tough because we know Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is usually given in that midfield. It's so difficult. I'm really struggling to. I'm searching up stuff to try. Give me inspiration. Paqueta. That's a shout. Shout indeed. Sissy obviously loved this guy. Been keeping an eye on him for a good time. 26 years old. I mean, it's not like it's one of those videos. 11 GNA in 27 games. He's been a big player for West Ham this season. I know he's been playing pretty well, from what I know. So can't really knock him on that regard. His assists were awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we ain't got any other names. We'll roll with it. Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta. There you go. There it is. That's our team of the season so far. Nothing of it is set in stone. Only Carlin could lead this team. Rodri could lead this team. Van Dijk could lead this team. Anyone could lead this team. And anyone could join it. So that concludes our 11. If you want to know what tomorrow's video is going to be about, EAFC Team of the Year vote. I'm gonna put in my vote live with you guys. We're gonna do it together. Decide who we want to see in that 11. So there you go. Make sure to let me know your thoughts. We've got 2 City players in there, so I think we've done pretty good not to overly fill City players in there. We've got 2 Spurs players, 1, 2, 3 Liverpool, 2 Arsenal. So I don't think we've done too bad there. I think we've been not too biased. So I will personally take that. Let me know your thoughts on it. It's obviously there were some close controversial takes. I could have done that. I almost put Solanke in there. You know, could have easily put Watkins. You know, we were thinking about putting Cole Palmer or Mitoma there, but then we did remember Son. So there you have it, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Just a bit of fun, really. Bit of fun to preoccupy us before the Newcastle game on the weekend. So, calm before the storm for me and you, Geordie, but here we are. Thank you all for watching. It's been a great stream, as usual. We're closing in on 300. Hopefully, maybe we can hit it by the end of this month. If we don't, it's not a biggie. You know, it's just a tiny goal that would be very nice to hit before the end of the month. But if we don't, hey ho, no biggie whatsoever. Thank you all for tuning in. Lovely stream to do with you guys. Geordie, MCFR, Saitampo, Frost Yuri, Thomas Wilson tuned in extremely early. So thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Support is incredible. 8 subs away from the 300. Thank you a lot for the support. See you next time.